writing songs. I thought I was just whining. If that makes any sense. I was in Bible college in Florida, and it was a 4-year Bible college. I spent 6 years at that 4-year college. It's the fellowship and math. But I couldn't believe I even went to Bible college. I thought, you gotta be kidding. When I realized that doing something in the church meant I was gonna have to go to school, that was my hopping off the bus moment. Because school has never been my thing. I'm dyslexic and ADD, those are my spiritual gifts. So, dyslexia means you don't read really good, but ADD means if you did read it good, it doesn't matter. Because you weren't paying attention. So yeah, so I've on the ADD side of things, I've got a little screen right here with my own lyrics to my own songs on it. So then if I forget them, all I have to do is look at it and read. So, anytime in the song, it's like a little humble thing. Like I'll go, oh, that note was pretty good. Oh, I'm supposed to be singing. So yeah. So we start songs over all the time. And but when I was in Bible college, I was just taking classes and failing them and taking them again. And in my head, I was a new believer, so I kind of thought if I went to Bible college, it was kind of like a test. Like if I went, God would take my dyslexia away, And I don't know who that TV preacher is, but I like to pop him in the head. It's just not in the Bible anywhere. Have you ever read the New Testament? Those guys were dropping like flies, y'all. You might have a bad day every once in a while. But I kind of was just thinking, maybe I got the wrong email on this, because I'm like, I'm here and I'm doing this, but I stink at it. It's like everybody, I sing in my church, but you go to college, like everybody sings in church. The janitor's like, oh, it's like, oh man, he's awesome. So everybody, it's great. And so I just get in my car every day for 45 minutes, one way, there and back. And I would have my worship time in the car because I was a singer, that's what I did. And I would just pray through worship songs that I knew. But then at the end of my worship song, I would just start whining a little bit. But God, what's the deal, It's like my prayers and my complaining started having to meet up with my worship, and I started realizing this has all got to come together somewhere. Either he's in control or he's not, right? And the more I started getting into the Word for myself, I didn't really read the Bible much growing up because books anyway confused me. And this book, people just start right in the middle of it. Like, what is that, right? So I finally started reading it, and I was reading in 2 Corinthians 12, and a guy named Paul, he said, to keep me from becoming conceited because of these surpassingly great revelations, there was given to me a thorn in my flesh, a messenger of Satan to torment me. He says, 3 times I pleaded with the Lord to take it away from me. But he said to me, my grace is sufficient for you, and my power is going to be made perfect in this weakness. Can I just say that's not the verse I was looking for? But here we are, and I'm just trying to bring this together in my head. I'm like, this is truth. I can't argue with this. This is the mirror. This is truth. So I've got to trust God in this. So my prayer times for almost 6 years, driving back and forth, turned into these songs. One of the songs I started writing was a song called Fear. And I would just kind of complain to God, like, God, if I could just be like those people in the Bible, if I could just be like those leaders out there, but I just don't have that. And the song that used to be called Fear, the more I got in the Word, I started trusting God, that song began to change. The song is my story. It's now called The Voice of Truth. I want you guys to sing it.
Oh, what I would do to have the kind of faith it takes to climb out of this boat I'm in, onto the crashing waves, to step out of my comfort zone and into the realm of the unknown where Jesus lives, and he's holding out his hand. But the waves are calling out my name, and they laugh at me, reminding me of all the times I tried before and failed. The waves, they keep on telling me time and time again, boy, you'll never win. You'll never win. But the voice of truth tell me a different story. The voice of truth says do not be afraid. And the voice of truth said this is for my glory. Out of all the voices calling out to me, I would choose to listen and believe the voice of truth. The storm was just the right size to put the giant on the ground, and the waves, they don't seem so high on top of them looking down. And I soar with the wings of eagle if I'd stop and listen to the sound of Jesus singing over me. And the voice of truth tell me a different story. The voice of truth usually said, and the voice of truth said this is for my glory. And all the voices calling out to me, I choose to listen and believe. I choose to listen and believe the voice of truth. And I will listen and believe, 'cause Jesus, you are the voice of truth.